Welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2. In the last episode we got the last above ground treasure in the Awakened Wood, and in this episode we are in the Snagret hole, last subterranean area, and I am really nervous because this is a really open area, as you can see, and you can't really dismiss your Pikmin anywhere because, well, look at the treasure gauge. It's kind of maxed out. It's almost maxed out. It's pinging like crazy. If I come a little over here, it's less so. If I come a little over here, it's more so. But here's the thing. The enemy has a treasure, but there are actually two enemies, one of which doesn't have a treasure. So I'm kind of nervous about where that one is. I'm going to hopefully come over here and not accidentally trigger the boss fight. Plural boss fights. You can get really unlucky and actually have both enemies spawn right next to each other. But thankfully, this is a good pattern. This guy is right over here, and because of where the treasure gauge is, the other enemy should be right about here. But you have a a swooping stitch bug to worry about, so that's gonna suck. More purple Pikmin. Okay, so how to approach this because of the swooping stitch bug? It would be pretty easy if he was like not near the Snagret, but he just has to be next to it. So call the white Pikmin, just get him out of the way. Now bring purple Pikmin, and hopefully we can do a couple more of those one cycles from last time. So it was right about here. Okay. So that it popped out immediately, so no chance of getting a free hit on it. If you can figure out where it will spawn, these are actually pretty easy fights. They seem to get trapped in the ground a lot more in Pikmin 2 than Pikmin 1. And like, see, standing here, it won't spawn over here. It just spawns in a very specific like radius. See, again, it took like 3 pop-outs for it to actually do that, so that was good luck. I'm really worried about that one because of the swooping snitch bug, because it'll just kind of get in the way. Okay, so Snagret's like here next to the gate. So if I attack the snitch bug kind of over here, it should be okay. If now the question is getting it over here, so I'm gonna do is kind of a sacrificial move. Leave that guy there. Hopefully he falls for it, or maybe he won't. Or he's coming over here anyway, so I'm just doing that. Okay, so now just attack it until this down. Okay, with purple Pikmin, it's really easy to one cycle enemies, and even bosses apparently. So there's the guys. Oh wait. Okay, I thought I saw another snitch bug, but I guess it was just my imagination. Okay, so that was good. That was really lucky. This might not be a one cycle though. Okay, it actually was. I kind of got the Pikmin on there a bit late, so I wasn't sure, but that was good. Okay, so we have 100 blue Pikmin, up from 32 to 100. So comparably, we didn't actually get any more yellow Pikmin. So as strange as it sounds, because they're kind of our new recruits, I'm thinking about using the blue Pikmin just because I don't think there's actually a time where you actually need 100 blue Pikmin. I can't think of a single scenario where you need 100 blue Pikmin. It might help, but it wouldn't be necessary. That would have been nice if it was a bitter spray, but it was a spicy spray, but I'll take it anyway. Actually. Yeah, I think the only enemies on this floor are the one snitch bug and 2 Snagrets, so there isn't anything to worry about. Yeah, I wish I could check this. Okay, here's a problem I have. When underground, you can't check your Pikmin numbers above ground. Oh, actually, you can. So I only apparently have 42 yellow, 42 yellow Pikmin total. So that's not good. Hopefully in the next area we'll be able to get more yellow Pikmin, because they really are helpful in the end game. So we're definitely using the blue Pikmin here. As strange as it sounds, because we haven't even seen much water. We don't need any more white Pikmin. You might want more, because there are a couple areas in the Valley of Repose. I think I called it the Forest of Repose last time, but in the Valley of Repose there's one area where having a lot of white Pikmin actually is helpful because of bombs. So you can just carry stuff really fast and just be done with the area super quickly, but I'm not going to do that. I normally don't have more than 30 white Pikmin, all from day 1. Or, no, not day 1, day 3. Day 1 of when you find the white Pikmin knows, but just day 3 in terms of total days. But seriously, again, for the next area, having a lot of the bitter sprays would be nice, but in this particular area, they're really not helpful. Because the Snagrets, again, they die super quickly with purple Pikmin, and they're just basically as a backup strategy. That's why I carry so many most of the time, in most playthroughs I do. They aren't really helpful until like late perplexing pool. And yeah, the submerged castle. Okay, I keep mentioning the submerged castle. If you played Pikmin 2, you know what the submerged castle is, and obviously it's the most dreaded area of the game if you've experienced it. But if you haven't played Pikmin 2, it's a doozy. You can only take blue Pikmin. That's all. And there's fire, there's electricity, there's poison. There were like massive boss battles just randomly. So yeah, this is why the submerged castle is so horrible. Okay, that wasn't like an enemy, so that's good. I'm fairly certain there is an enemy here that has treasure, but only spawns new Pikmin. This is why we need yellow Pikmin, like the one floor of this area where you need yellow Pikmin. Okay, that guy's kind of close, but it should only take one purple Pikmin, so I'm just going to be very careful, just toss one, and they're done. Yeah, dwarf bulborgs are actually annoying in Pikmin 1, but with purple Pikmin they're super quick. I do miss the purple Pikmin in Pikmin 3, but the rock Pikmin are perfectly fine. Okay, so treasure bead is peeking at around there, so I'm gonna actually back up and then reapproach. Okay, that was a different enemy than I thought it would be, to be honest. Perfectly honest, I thought it was a dwarf bulborb, but here's something to keep in mind. These guys throw Pikmin off of it. I'll try to, yeah. It throws Pikmin. So you don't want to have that happen. Okay, that was lucky. Actually, while this guy's here, I think I'll fall down a gap, but I'm just gonna do this. Take out that guy, over here. Get this guy as well. So that'll make things a little easier. Not easy by any means, but easier. And here's why. You can actually get Pikmin thrown off again. You want to be very sure that it's not facing a gap. But it's also hard because this guy's shooting cannons or boulders at you constantly, so just like even that item spawning where it is, because it's immovable basically. I'm fairly certain, depending on how like Pikmin land on the enemy and where the treasure lands, I wouldn't be surprised if you could have Pikmin get pushed out by the actual treasure. Again, I have no proof of this actually happening, but I just have this gut feeling that that could be a thing. This game has some weird like glitches. Not as many as Pikmin 1, but it's still not flawless by any means. Haven't seen any poison yet, but it's just good to have these white Pikmin to carry this. So, what else can I say about this area? I can't remember if... No, wait, never mind. We have seen an area like this before, just a while ago. So same strategy as before of using the candy beetle to clear out some enemies. This takes a while, but it is worth it. Because trying to fight these guys while fighting candy beetle is really not fun. Now the one where there's actually an orange dwarf bulborb with the treasure is actually way later in the game. I just remembered where it is. And depending on what weird thing in this, depending on where it hits the enemy, it'll actually do different damage. Like, it does seem like you can't actually exploit this at all yourself, but it does feel like enemies do have weak points. Like, depending on where they get hit, they do take more damage. So I'm not sure why, but it definitely does seem like enemies sort of have weak points, but unlike Pikmin 3, you can't do anything about them. Why am I missing so many Pikmin? Okay, Louie's with the party. Again, since so much can just fall out of the sky, literally. I'm being kinda careful, like, with where I keep Pikmin. I try to keep them all really close to the base camp, I guess you could say. I guess you could call it the base camp. Okay, so yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow, that was lucky. Shielded by a bulborb. Okay, so now that it's facing the right way, I can just do this. Kill it super fast, and hopefully no one fell. Yep, no one fell. Pikmin count is kind of slow. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but say you throw a Pikmin, it still says 35 until the Pikmin actually lands. That's something I hate about this game. It's only in this game. I'm fairly certain Pikmin 1 and 3 don't have this issue at all. But yeah, it gets really annoying in this game. Because, like, if you only want to toss, like, 10 Pikmin on something, you basically have to wait till the counter catches up every time. Oh yeah, we got the thing in the other area. So we can just walk through the electricity, no prob. And I think, yeah, the electricity in the other area shouldn't be a problem. If there is even any. No, there isn't, actually, so we could just run ahead with this, but I don't want them just to be sitting there by themselves. Just, oh, 7171. Yeah, it should be 7170, but, it carried back the one dwarf bulborb in, like, the first area, and it screwed up the counter by 1 poker for the rest of the game. I might just do the math and just get up to like a round number at some point. Also, forward momentum is an interesting thing. Like, you throw Pikmin farther if you have like momentum. It's really weird. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're gonna carry back Candy Beetle, but because they're white Pikmin, I don't think I'll be able to stop them. So we'll see. Okay, maybe they'll just stand there instead. Okay, fine by me. And the other Pikmin are over with Louie, so they're safe. Not that it matters, because everything is been taken care of. I have no clue where the exit is. Just as I say that, I remembered. So 100 Pikmin still accounted for. So sublevel 4 was it? Can't even remember. Okay, yeah, that was sublevel 4. Sublevel 5 sucks. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. Okay, never mind, actually. Sublevel 5 is totally cool. New enemy. Okay, Whistle Pikmin. It kind of acts like the puff stool from, oh wait. This was the floor I was thinking of. It wasn't actually the Valley because it is this. No, it wasn't this guy. Never mind. Anyway, this guy can be annoying. This Pikmin can kind of bounce off of him sometimes, or at least I've seen it happen. But yeah, he can actually mind control Pikmin. He actually has a whistle, fittingly. It does explain the other ones that don't have a whistle though, because only that one actually carries a whistle. And because these dwarf bulbs can fall from the sky literally, I'm gonna keep an eye on them. Normally I'd just be like, Okay, I can let them get back to base. I'm actually gonna just drop them here just to save time. I can have Olimar pick it up while I'm working on something else, but yeah, this is another area where you really kind of want to do this overhead view, at least at first, because of that. There's nothing over there, so I'll let him live. Because you can see the little puff of an enemy materializing before they actually fall, which is super helpful most of the time. In bomb rocks and other stuff. That guy was just dangerously close, so... Actually, I stunned him, so yeah, he can live too. Actually, no, he's close to the base camp, so I'm just gonna finish him. Not that this is Mortal Kombat. I've actually never played Mortal Kombat, just random thoughts. Just not interested in fighting games. Like, the only fighting game I actually play is Super Smash Bros. I mean, that's pretty casually. Like, I've never competitively played Smash. I'm just terrible at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm terrible at Smash Bros. Like, I can't even, like, take down a level 9 computer. Like, level 7 is kind of like my maximum, and even then I usually lose like 2 stocks if it's a 3-stock match. If it was a 2-stock match, it'd be really embarrassing. Just, oh, I lost all 2 of my stocks, and no, wait, never mind. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Hello? Should be right here. But this is one of those jerkish ones. Like, all the other ones spawn immediately. This is a jerk. I'm pretty sure you do need to have Pikmin for it to actually spawn. One of the worst instances of this is actually at the end game. There's one area where a adult bull bear will literally drop only if you have Pikmin nearby. So if you're playing this blind, that generally is a moment where you will probably have to reset, because you'll probably lose like all your Pikmin if you aren't prepared. Like, if you're playing it blind, that is like one of the worst moments in the game. I kind of want to keep a lot of Pikmin on hand just in case any more Dwarf Bulborgs decide to spawn now that I'm carrying the treasure, because some enemies will do that where they won't spawn unless you're actually carrying something through the area, because the designers wanted to be mean with this level for some reason. But this, not this level is actually one of the more generous ones, because, well, Awakening Wood is technically like the Forest of Hope, where it's sort of, you're just kind of getting acclimated. I mean, you do have to visit the Perplexing Pool to get the yellow Pikmin, but it's still sort of like a training area. This is, like, Perplexing Pool, I'd say, is the hardest area, outside of the final area, obviously. Of the default 4 areas, the Perplexing Pool is the worst. And mostly, that's just because of the Submerged Castle, to be completely honest. It's like, it's not that bad. Like, again, the Glenn's Kitchen was really easy. Citadel Spiders was really easy. I didn't get any above ground treasures, so I can't really say much about them. This is the sub-level I was thinking of being really mean. Really mean. Can't remember if I actually tried that yet. Because I do kind of want to have a complete list of enemies, but, even though it's not an enemy, but just a complete list of by the end of the game. But I don't think I've actually demonstrated this one. It works exactly like the blue and red. It just is blue Pikmin instead. There is another chance of that to get into like the log at the end of the game, but I just figured might as well do it now before I forget, because I'm already starting to forget basic stuff about the game. Yeah, I'm not recording this like all in a row, so I'm kind of spacing stuff. Yeah, I have a feeling. At least it didn't spawn right next to the poison generator, because I've seen that happen, and it's like super impossible. Okay, I was not prepared for it to appear right there, so I think we still one-shot it though, so no complaints. That is probably not the one with the treasure. If it is, I'm really lucky. No, I'm not lucky. Story of my life. Okay, so... little puzzly thing. To get the purple Pikmin across the water here, because you need purple Pikmin, you basically toss them up to this little ledge, walk around, and call them. Piece of cake. And random ball board. And for some reason, it's usually the orange ones that have all the treasure. And this guy's right near water, so this is really, really, really terrible. Like, really terrible. So when he stops whistling... Oh wait, he's near water and poison. It's extra Turkish today. I don't want him to get caught because he could lure them straight into the water. It's gonna do this, and then quickly... Oh, shoot. And they're drowning. Okay, so I stunned the one at least. For some reason, one guy's basically standing close enough to the poison where he's not actually being affected, and then he suddenly became affected as soon as the guy died. This game has weird stuff happen. Let's just put it that way. I'll need to get white Pikmin over there and blue Pikmin. Blue Pikmin are easy. Actually, this guy's almost done, so I'm just gonna throw the white Pikmin over. This is gonna be a super long video, but I don't really want to have to break up a very short chunk of the Awakening Wood final day into 2 videos. So really, this is literally the end. After this, there's nothing more that we can do here. So just having like a 2-minute segment of like, oh yeah, we're finished now, it'd just be a complete waste. So this is gonna be super long, so deal with it, I guess. Actually, I'm sorry that, you know, this is gonna take a while, but a lot of people do long videos. Some people do really long videos, like hour-long episodes, and I just can't sit through that thing because so much can go wrong. So there's that, and the Snagret is right. So there are 2 treasures right next to each other, and the Snagret is spawning in the gate. So that's gonna be really, really awkward. And something jerkish that the random generator can do, this can sometimes be in a patch of clovers, so it's really impossible to see sometimes. Luckily, it did not spawn like that, so I guess you can be thankful for that at least. We're gonna check out the blue Pikmin. It's probably a flower now. Okay, by the time I kill the Snagret, it'll be a flower, no problem. And I never realized how, before trying to record, how noisy the L button and R button on the GameCube controller are. Hoping to get them kind of spawning, yeah, there. Not like that, but the right idea. Because I don't want them spawning in the gate, because I've never actually had that happen before. Like, this is literally, after 11 years, this is the first time I've seen that happen. And I'm not sure what will even happen to, like, the hit detection, if it's in the gate. Kind of carefully stroll up, and yeah, it's kind of being difficult this time actually. Not really letting me attack it. You can attack it when it's just like that, but it's super risky. I don't recommend attacking it when it just pops up immediately. If you're like a Pikmin expert, you can actually toss him up on his head, but it's not recommended by me. Pikmin 3 is super easy because you have flying Pikmin, you just swarm its head over and over again and it's dead. And, oh man. Okay, how to approach this? Okay, wow, my prediction was totally accurate. This is gonna take a really long time because everything is behind water. Again, not the best level layout, but what can you do? And like, I want to get just 10 on it, but it's super hard to tell. You also get the clover back because it only takes 1 Pikmin. I'm not sure about the lid over there to the left. That takes so many Pikmin that I can't even remember how many it takes. I'm gonna have to do 2 trips anyway. So now that the poison is gone, I'm just gonna put these guys on the gate. You know what? One thing I hate also is this is one of those games that gives you, like, essentially sort of pseudo tutorials, but doesn't follow up very well. Like, here, you have to take all these yellow Pikmin for one floor of the area. I forgot how, like, not important the yellow Pikmin are in this area. If I remembered, I probably would have only taken, like, 5 yellow Pikmin and the rest just purple and blue. 25 yellow Pikmin ended up being overkill. And that one doesn't even have a number, that's how few Pikmin it takes. I'm not gonna risk it, I'm just gonna have Olimar go back. I'm just gonna keep these Pikmin here, because tossing them back over is pointless anyway. But yeah, there's no way non-blue Pikmin are gonna be the MVPs of this particular area. And if I was thinking, I could have taken red Pikmin, and then just turned red Pikmin into blue Pikmin, or yellow not yellow Pikmin, but just basically, just for this floor, just take a bunch of Pikmin just to make more blues. But that's dumb. Now that I think about it, I should just have taken more blues in the first place. So normally I take 20... Normally I take like 30. Took like 25, and I forgot about the purple thing. This is 20, so another trip. This is gonna be like a 30-minute video, I think. Because the final boss is gonna be a jerk. I can feel it. It's gonna be mean. And I'm hoping for good luck with the boss, good RNG, I guess you could say, but I'm not kidding. Yeah, 25 yellows was serious overkill. Because you only need them like one floor, and there are no like anode beetles, so you just basically need them to destroy like a couple little electricity generators. And like, I wasn't even trying to demonstrate that, it just happened. But yeah, the cannon beetles can even destroy those, so the yellow Pikmin are next to being completely worthless in this area. Again, they do have some use because, yeah, some of the electricity isn't near cannon beetles, but for the most part, the yellow Pikmin suck in this area. And even in, like, Glutton's Kitchen, I didn't use yellow Pikmin that much. I'm trying to remember if there's an area that really requires yellow Pikmin, but I can't think of one. Yeah, if I had more than like 40 yellow Pikmin, I would turn some of these yellows into blues, but actually, 40 yellow Pikmin will probably be sufficient for the entire rest of the game. But, because, well, to be honest, if this wasn't going to be a deathless run, I would want like 70 yellow Pikmin. But since this is a deathless run, having 40 yellow Pikmin will be sufficient for the entire rest of the game, no prob. Like, seriously, other than the fact that I'm gonna have to use... Let's wait, just check. Okay, I have 113 reds, and about 50 purple Pikmin. So hypothetically, I would not need to grow any more Pikmin for the entire rest of the game, and I'd be fine. I probably will, just to be on the safe side, and because we're generating enemies in certain areas, like, you do want to get them back to the onion as fast as possible, but like I don't think I'll need to go out of my way to make any more Pikmin. It's actually funny, I've been watching, actually it just ended, but I was watching a Pikmin LP by another person, and they only had like 30 yellow Pikmin, and they lost them basically all during the final boss, and they had like no yellow Pikmin on the field left. And throughout the entire LP, everyone was like, why don't you have more yellow Pikmin? And they're just like, I don't need more yellow Pikmin than that. And they were like exactly right, like they had just enough yellow Pikmin to pull it off. I don't really want to be like shoutouts to so because I just think that's weird. But yeah. If you coincidentally happen to be watching the same Pikmin LP that I'm referencing, and you can tell just by that vague hint, congratulations. Oh, yeah, this is the final boss of the area, and I have no clue where it is. Snagrets are super annoying, but there's something worse than regular Snagrets. Snagrets that have feet. Yeah. Really, really, really annoying. I actually really make sure these guys are super safe. I don't know if it can, like, clip through the walls of the Pikmin, so I'm just gonna do that, just to be on the safe side. Be on this wall just for kicks. If there's a purple spray in there, I'll probably end up using it. This level's terrible. And to be honest, because of the way this boss works, it really doesn't help that much, because it's gonna get stuck in the ground anyway. Speaking of which, I was lucky second pop out. And straight back into it. Yeah, these guys retreat a lot faster, so something to keep in mind. Having leaf Pikmin is really, really bad here. So, they give you plenty of nectar, so use it. You have plenty to get through the boss, and you can have some left over for later. And that one there's one leaf, but it's not worth it. And it seems to be alternating, which I'm not complaining, I'll take it. This is really good luck. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, that was lucky. Like, super, super, super lucky. Now see, this guy can spawn anywhere in the arena, which is why he sucks. Good news is Pikmin don't trip as much as in Pikmin 1. Bad news is purple Pikmin run slowly. So if one just happens to trip, it's pretty much instantly dead. Yeah, so this is just basically this. It's kind of a tedious fight, to be honest. If you can use a purple spray just as it's coming out of the ground, you can actually extend the amount of time to attack it, but I don't have any to demonstrate, so let's do this, power him up. And now it's giving me bad RNG, where it's just not getting stuck at all. But thankfully it seems to retreat when you kind of duck into these little caves, so you can kind of speed it up. Like if you are out in the field actively, it will like actively chase you, so you kind of want to like retreat once in a while. Okay, a sliver of health, that's really annoying. But what do you expect from this super annoying boss fight? That guy barely made it out in one piece, and that guy almost did as well. I had the camera panned really badly so you can actually see it, fortunately. One more. Okay, it's dead. It still has to finish this animation even though it has 0 health. That's Pikmin logic. So, next treasure. This is the last in this kind of set of like armor, I think. Because you have like the fire armor, you have the electricity. It's actually not armor, it's an eraser, but it serves the same purpose. But this is kind of the last one that looks like a toy robot, I think. And just gonna break this open just in case there's something rare in it. And it's just nectar, so that was waste. And because, well, there's nothing else to do, might as well just put them on this. While they go pick up the thing. Yeah, see, there's just that's only like 35 purples, and they're just destroying that wall. Just as a general rule, basically anything except purples is gonna be fine. Oh, and I totally missed my opportunity to get a lot of nectar. Not that you need any. So this is the Justice Alloy. It basically makes it so that most attacks don't harm the captains very much. I'm pretty sure the effects even last all the way until like the final boss. Like, it's really hard to take damage from the final boss. It's the captains, the Pikmin are toast, but the captains will be fine. Like, I remember trying to fight a boss and you can get kind of like stun locked. and but you won't be taking any damage, which is really nice. But why am I talking about the final boss this early on? I'm gonna skip this because this is running really long. No Pikmin lost in the dungeon, cave, underground, subterranean. I don't know what to call this anymore. Let's just save and move on. 7,800, so basically the next area is gonna finish it off. Regardless if it's the Perplexing Pool or Valley of Repose, we're almost there. So what I'm gonna do in this remaining time, I know this is really long, but I don't care because I don't want to cut it just to have a 2-minute section next time. I'm gonna come up here, try to get at least one spray. And of course it isn't even sprouting right now. Just my luck. So I'm gonna... Actually, I think I'm gonna take this time to get more yellow Pikmin, because I have almost no yellow Pikmin and it's worrying me. Assuming the blue Pikmin cooperate and let the yellows have anything. And might as well, yeah. But I don't really need any more yellow Pikmin just as a safety net in case I get into... Wait. There actually is one treasure that needs a lot of yellow Pikmin. Now that I just remembered it. So yeah, I think we can do this super fast and live. Because living is important. Somehow I feel like the counter doesn't spawn as early as in Pikmin 1. Like, it'll tell you it's almost sundown way faster. Thus, it feels like it's a faster countdown, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just kind of an illusion. Don't leave that one behind. And of course a purple Pikmin picks it up. Thanks. Hope he makes it, but if not, he's in the base camp so he can't die or anything. Yeah, this is how slow purple Pikmin move. It's like totally not concerned that it's almost the end of the day, and it's taking the longest route possible. Yeah, this is actually one of the few times where there were like no red Pikmin needed for anything. Skip that because we know what it looks like. No Pikmin left behind because they were all with us, so skip all that and cut to the chase. Case report. 1,300 in one day, not bad. Pikmin went up a lot actually. Still no Pikmin lost. Message from the president, so he's still just kind of hiding out while we have to collect all the debt. So yeah, I seriously wonder what would happen if you take like 50 days to do this. Like if the emails eventually start repeating, like how much dialogue did they program in for those scenes? But in any case, that's all. We've actually finished that area. So next time, if these two areas are the only ones we can get to, there is a bit of an imbalance because as you can see there's something over in the right but you can't get there. But I think next time we're going to do the Valley of Repose because that's the traditional order I do things in, and I want to delay the Perplexing Pool as long as humanly possible. So next time, Valley of Repose.